We just want to welcome you to our business training call. It is tomorrow's the last day of
December
2019. And I just want to give
2018.
2018.
Yes.
Wow, already jumping forward. And I just want to welcome Caitlin Hunt to her very first Zoom call. Guys, this amazing girl and I connected over Instagram, and her and I have gone every single day for the past week talking back and forth, and she is just such a bright light. She sees this vision. She's coming to New Year's kickoff and is enrolling her first 2 to 3 people tomorrow.
Come on.
So she is awesome, and I'm so excited for you guys to get to know her. You are going to hear so much from her, and she's coming into New Year kickoff not knowing anybody, just met me a week ago, and her husband Grant is going to get to know James as well this week. So I know I saw Grant in your video, Caitlin. So I'm just
Can't wait to meet you, Grant.
I'm really excited. Hey, I'm really excited that you are on this call, and I just want to welcome you to our team and to let you know we're so excited that you are a part of Freedom Living Team, and I can't wait to continue to help you grow your business. So welcome officially to your very first Zoom call. We're so happy to have you on here, and we're happy to see all of your other gorgeous faces on this call tonight. And we are ending 2018, going into 2019, and what a time to be alive. What a time to be a part of Isagenix. It is a beautiful and amazing, the time is right to enroll new people, to grow your Isagenix business, for it to become more than what you could dream it of in 2019. And as we're praying for all of you, as we're praying for this new year, I believe that there is going to be more growth and more leaders on your team emerge this year than ever before. And I am proclaiming that and believing it. And one of the ways that we are going to do our part in helping this become an effective launch of 2019 is our FitTribe 2019, which is an incredible and amazing campaign that we started to help all of your brand new customers, your prospects, the people that you're following up with, to be a part of our community at a more intimate level than just the Freedom Living Team product page that we have. So what FitTribe 2019 is designed to be is it's designed and it's geared for your brand new customers to enroll with you, to join your team. You're going to add them into the Freedom Living Team product page, but you're also going to add them into the FitTribe 2019 page. And in that FitTribe 2019, it's just the intimate group that we're going to have, where we are going to be posting shake recipes. We are going to be posting healthy food recipes. We're going to be posting workouts. We are going to be posting mindset motivations. And at the last week of the month in January, we're going to be talking about getting your products paid for and the opportunity that's attached to Isagenix, because we know that your business grows when you talk about the business. And so although we are bringing people in for the products that we know are absolutely amazing, our goal in our heart is that every person who is on this line would attract and we begin to work with more business builders so that you can see the leadership grow within your organization. So although Freedom Living Team, we do post shakes in there, that team page has over 4,000 members. And so the reason we made the FitTribe 2019 was just to spice things up a little bit for people who have been watching your journey in Isagenix, for them to have more of that intimate one-on-one feel, and just that posting directly every single day. So we're really excited about it, and we are going to continue reaching out to people. 10% off is going until tomorrow at midnight. So tomorrow is the last day for your customers to have 10% off packages, which is huge because when we get people started out with the value pack, they're saving $70, which is a huge savings, and we're setting people up the right way.
Yeah, and before you get into what I know you want to share here just a little bit, I want to talk a little bit, you guys, about really in I hope this can land, even though you've heard it 50,000 times, on fresh ears tonight. What we have here with Isagenix is second to none when it comes to a business model and when it comes to an opportunity. And for people on this line who have lived long enough to have built something on their own, or who have, had the ambition or the gumption or the zeal to go and build and start something from scratch and build it up to something, how much work and how much sweat and how much resilience and how much consistency it takes to get something, especially a traditional business, off the ground and running. I was talking to someone today, and they were talking about their business, and it was a great conversation. But what they've spent so many years, I'm talking 6 times the length that Odd and I have been building this. They still aren't moving the amount of volume when it comes to money that we have been able to generate here in Freedom Living Team. And wherever you are in your Isagenix journey, whether you've started this a week ago or you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, and maybe there's a little hint of frustration, or like, man, I really should be further than I am right now. Let me just speak to that for 1 second and let you know that yes, indeed, you still have the greatest gift when it comes to this present, current business world, with all of the trends, with all of the things moving when it comes to health and wellness, progressive medicine, people becoming their own health advocates, on top of which they're wanting to start, generating money from home because life is changing and they want more flexibility and more autonomy. You have the perfect storm in your hands. And just so that I can see a little bit of feedback, just do this with your hands if you want to see your income grow in 2019. Just show your hands. Okay. So, and for those of you who don't have your videos on, I'm just going to assume that you want that as well, or you could shout out in the chats that you want to see your income grow. You guys, trust me, people are looking for this right now at this time of year. You better believe not just people on Freedom Living Team, everybody is assessing where they're at and what they're wanting more of. And you know what? Probably the top 3 things that people are wanting more of, they're wanting more health, they're wanting more wealth, and they're wanting more time freedom to do with what they want, so they can spend time with their loved ones and their family. And they are going to be, right now in this specific time of year, they are thinking about how they can change that. Yeah. And so, I know that this is a huge campaign for products and helping people have amazing results with this system that we all know and love. But if we don't tell people how they can actually experience a level of freedom that they may never have thought could have existed previously, then we're doing them a huge disservice. So I just want to let you guys all know, 2019 will be and is going to be the largest year that Isagenix has ever seen in the history of the company. In 16 years, you right now, Caitlin Hunt, your first call, you are about to go on this explosive growth that is going to be company-wide, and everything is being dialed in, tuned up, so that you can have the most efficient experience in building whatever type of legacy and empire that you want to. We have it right here, right now. It does, just like any traditional business. It takes consistency. It takes grit. It takes persistence. It takes personal development and growth. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But when you look at what other people are putting their hard-earned money to invest in a traditional business, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 for no guarantee of making any of that back. And here we have one of the largest packs, $600 for food that you're going to eat. And then you can share it with people to make ridiculous, not linear income, ridiculous residual income that will continue to perpetuate. You guys, it's hands down. And I hope that is falling on fresh ears tonight. I know you've heard this so many times, but if we lose the appreciation and the gratitude for what we have here with Isagenix, it will be a huge disservice to all of our lives if we lose this gratefulness. And so I just wanted to start that off in going here the last day or two in 2018. 2019 is going to shake so many people's world in the best of ways. And I'm so excited that all of you guys are on this call. So nearing 2018, the end of it, all of you guys are making this a priority to be on this call, because I truly believe a massive shift is going to be coming for all of your businesses right now.
Yeah. And if that's something that when James was speaking all of that, and if you're saying, I want that to be me, then the first step that you have is receiving that, declaring it, believing it, and then taking action towards it. So whenever I hear anything that I desire, I receive it, I declare it, and I believe it, even if it is against all odds. Even if it's against all odds, I'm choosing to believe it and for my posture to be positive and optimistic towards it. No matter how many people tell me no, or I'm sitting here on a Sunday evening and I've enrolled one person and I want to get that double PIB this week, which I do. I am declaring it and believing it, and my posture is for it. Regardless if I get that double PIB tonight, if it doesn't happen by midnight, even though I'm believing for it and I'm working towards it, then you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to be as optimistic and as positive going forward. And so just like FitTribe2019 is designed to help you, we want your Isagenix business to be as free flowing as possible. We want to give you the tracks to run on. So all you need to do is plug into what's happening so that you can have the success. And as I'm looking at these faces that are on here, Ellen and Carson and Joni and Mom and Dad and Chelsea Taylor, and as I'm looking at these people who are on this line, they are consistently showing up day in and day out. And what I told Caitlin, I said, listen, the most successful people on our team, they do not miss a Sunday Zoom call unless they absolutely positively have other things that are going on that they need their attention. They do not miss it. They make sure they do not miss events. They get themselves to events because leaders show up. Leaders show up. And so what we've done is we are having a fantastic event. And I want you to write this down on your calendar. Saturday, February the 9th, we are having a Knoxville Super Saturday where David and Angelique Norrie, who are top Isagenix earners, they are Isagenix millionaires, 9-star platinum, 9-star executive, couple of the year in Isagenix. They are going to be some of our trainers who are driving in to train all of us so that we can have their expertise. We can hear from them. We rented out a beautiful venue, and we're not just going to have just a Super Saturday. We want to make this an event that is going to be absolutely phenomenal for not only you to come, but for your team to come as well. And we're going to do a VIP night on Friday. We're going to have a Super Saturday event on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we are going to have, for anybody who wants to stay, we're going to be at my parents' home in the upper room. We're going to have a worship, the word, brunch. It's going to be an entire weekend full of celebrating and coming together in unity and relationship. And I look forward to these events, going to NYKO, because not only does it infuse the belief inside and creates the action, but we as human beings, we thrive off of relationship. And our souls need that connection. And as grateful as I am on these Sunday calls for us to be together, it is imperative for us to be with one another in person, belly to belly. And so for our team who is all over the world and they're in different states, we get excited about meeting you in Phoenix. And we get excited about 6 weeks later meeting with you in Knoxville, Tennessee, because all of you who are on this call on this Sunday, it's because of you that you are dreaming bigger for Isagenix. So when you take the time to invest in yourself and you bring your team members to come to these events, that's when your business changes. So what we did is I will link after this call. I will have the link for the Super Saturday tickets. It's $15 for a ticket to come. It's just going to pay for the venue. You're also going to get an Isogenics bar. So it's $15 for you to come. That's going to be, you come to the VIP night, come to my parents' home, the brunch, everything, just $15 for you to come. Your guests are free. Anybody who is already an Isogenics customer needs to pay the $15. But for 2 weeks, this is going to just be, the tickets are just going to be released to Freedom Living Team alone. There is limited spots. So in 2 weeks, if you haven't purchased your tickets or your team haven't purchased their tickets, it is going to be released in the back office. And this is an event where it does cap off at 250 capacity, and it will be sold out. This event is going to be sold out. So we recommend you grab your tickets, get your team to get their tickets, tag them in the post. I'm going to post it again after this call on Freedom Living Team for you to come and for your team to come.
So I have a question I would love to see y'all's answer in the chats. What would you say is the evidence of somebody's faith? What would be the evidence of somebody having faith about,
reach out the hand.
Comment in the chats what you think. If that does that make sense? Okay, Taylor Smith says action works. Okay. So just a little bit ago, for one, that's the exact answer. It's action. It works. So just Taylor Smith, way to go. Extra points. Just a second ago, I asked a question of who wants to have more income and is believing for more income in 2019. Now, an hour and a half ago, Audrey and I were driving from Nashville to Knoxville, and I was in a gas station and I was buying some water, and it broke my heart, guys. It broke my heart. I'm up there at the cash register, and this lady walks up next to me on the counter, and she starts scratching. And the cashier goes, "Well, did you win $1 million?" And she goes, "No, not this time. Give me 5 more." And I just go, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart because she was hoping for luck. She was just spending all of whatever money she had, however she got it. She was just throwing it into the wind and hoping that somehow it just landed into a pile of cash. And she didn't win then. No surprise for any of you guys on the line. You're like, duh. But instead of being like, "Oh, that's too bad, I guess today's not my day," she goes, "Give me 5 more. And I don't know how long she was going to stay there, but she was unwilling to do the action. Listen, you guys, there's fruit all out there. There is fruit readily available in the world to pick, to eat, to enjoy. It is out there. But what we cannot do is blame the fruit for not just crawling over into our basket and then, coming into our mouth and just being a part of our life. Yes, it is part of life. It requires work. It requires action. But here's the thing. Poor people hope. Poor people hope. Hope is great, but it should tell you something. Even poor people hope. That's not the distinction. I know that we all hope to have a growing business, but what's going to make the distinction is the people that take the action. Yeah. It's the people that are going to show up and say, "You know what? I'm proclaiming and I am receiving right now that 2019 is going to look different." And then they say, "I'm going to buy, maybe I can't get to New Year's kickoff for whatever reason. I have a really big thing. I can't, okay, so you can't come to New Year's kickoff, but I can stream it online for $45. I can stream it online. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to have my customers over here. We're going to watch it at my place, at my house for $45. And I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to buy my Super Saturday ticket because I am anticipating, and I'm going through 2019 anticipating this growth, that this is going to sell out in 2 weeks, which it will. It's only a 250 person event. It's not a super huge event when you think about it. And I am going to put in the action and the work to see this fruit that I am hoping for, that I have faith for, to come forth. And what we see in the world, and there's so many different examples like this lady I saw today, where they just hope and they 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 hope, and they don't ever reach out their hand and invest into that ticket or invest into that event or drive those 3 hours or do that other follow-up call or do that other 3-way call. They just hope and they hope and they hope. And so my encouragement to you, would yes be to hope, yes be to have faith. It's amazing, it's essential, but a very necessary and vital component to the faith aspect. And what I believe is really the whole, kit and caboodle is the works. It's the evidence of the faith that we have that this is really going to blow the top off. And so I wanted to share that story tonight because you guys, this Super Saturday is going to be amazing. And we've had some amazing events in Knoxville, and we are believing and preparing for the best one yet. And my encouragement and my invitation to you would be to buy your ticket and to encourage to get on phone calls, to set up meetings, and to express the urgency that this event needs to be for other people in your organization who are also desiring this growth.
Yeah. And guys, the reason that we do these Super Saturdays is because every single person needs that refill. Like, it doesn't matter that Herb and Patty, who enrolled me in Isagenix, who are the top earners, make $3 million a year, they still need a refill. They still need to be reminded and built up and edified and encouraged. And that's why we are doing this event. And then we're really, really looking forward to it. So we've got, we have the NYKO, we've got FitTribe2019, we have the Super Saturday coming up. And we made the FreedomLivingTeamTraining.com so that there could be massive duplication in your organization. And Caitlin is a great example of this. Her and I have been communicating and talking, and the last couple of days, James and I have been in Nashville with the McLeod family, our family, and it's been spotty as far as communication goes. And she was like, "Can you hop on a call?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I'm bowling with the family right now. I can't, but look at these scripts on FreedomLivingTeamTraining.com. I want you to read these, follow this, let me know if you have questions." And she sent me a text back and she said, "My friend's going to enroll." And so I want you to know this is a brand new team member who is excited about Isagenix, and I am going to walk alongside of her. Then I'm going to encourage her, and I'm going to train her, and I'm going to plug her into everything. But ultimately, I want her to see how simple it is to build this business. And if I can show her how easy it is to say those scripts and to send those, her team that she's bringing into her organization is going to see how simple it is for her to send a video and to read those scripts. And that's where that massive duplication is going to occur in your organization. So this year, and coming up on this year, what can you do as a leader to develop your team so that there's duplication within your organization? I used to, and I had this amazing and beautiful conversation with one of our leaders on our team earlier this week, where I shared a little bit of how when I started Isagenix, I loved to be the one to share everything. And I, could be magnetic when talking about the vision, but it reached a place in the business where there was just a halt. There was just a ceiling, because what was happening was I was being the tool instead of sharing and using the tools. And so when we created FreedomLivingTeamTraining.com, it wasn't that we were reinventing what Isagenix was doing. All we were doing was making it in one spot. So every person who joins your organization would have the massive success that we know is capable for every person on here. So we are excited. We are expectant of what this year is going to hold for all of you. And so I'm going to post that link for the Super Saturday training in that event so all of you can get your tickets. We encourage you, yes, to tag your team members, but more than that, to take the action to voice memo them so they can hear the excitement in your voice as to why they need to come. So,
and finally, I would love to see in the chats one word you have to express how you feel about going into 2019 in your Isagenix business. One word. If you could let everyone know what it is that you are feeling towards your business going into 2019, put it in the chats. Mine My word, you said excited. That's probably my word too. Expectant, anticipating.
Growth, Lindsay Francis.
Positive.
Determined.
I love that, Carson.
Courageous.
Come on, get some grit in there.
Time to work, Lane. Motivated.
Lane, that's 3 words, but I'll let it pass.
Lane's are 3 words. Wholehearted, anticipating, organized.
You guys take this. Take what's happening right now. Listen, let's not, I love these. I love how they're coming
so good.
Let's not let this time pass, you guys, without us realizing.
I love seeing your face on here.
Without realizing what is taking place. There is a time. We are moving into a different calendar year. You have every opportunity right now to make whatever decisions, to live from whatever mindset, to operate from whatever attitude, to pursue whatever type of relationships or whatever quality of life that you desire right now. You are not stuck. You are not a victim. You are not behind. Yeah. You are not you are not being beaten. You haven't lost. You are an overcomer, and you are moving into the greatest year of your life if you choose to have faith and work towards it. I am believing, you guys, we pray for you guys, and we are so expectant of this year really being a year that sets it all into a completely different hemisphere. We really do, not just from a financial or business standpoint, but from a personal and an interpersonal and spiritual standpoint, that we can become more whole, we can become more loving, we can become more courageous and bold in all that we do in life. And so don't let this time pass without you slowing down and saying, okay, what is it that I'm going to receive going forward? All of these words have been amazing, so beautiful. And if you took just one of them and actually lived it out and actually went, to the moon with it, your life would never look the same. Yeah. So take this time of year, take the ending, the closing of a chapter and moving. We have a fresh new page right in front of you. How are you going to write this next year of your life? Yeah. We love you guys. Happy 2018. We are moving into the best year. We are so excited to see you guys in Phoenix and to see you guys on this call next week. Have a safe New Year's.
Bye,
we love
everyone.
you guys, and we'll see you next week.